Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another week of the Southeastern Esports League. I am a familiar face. My name is DJ TJ, but you'll see that it's not Foof on the other side of things. It's our boy Dronus stepping in when we needed him most.
I'm very happy to be here, TJ. I've seen and watched SEL for quite a while now, followed along with a lot of these teams. Now I'm here myself. I couldn't be more happy about it.
Yeah, and we have a really good lineup of matches for you to be here for as well. This first one could very much end up spelling out the fate of Group 1, Bepic's claimed Group of Death. And looking at these teams, it's UF versus it's UF versus Kentucky. I mean, two major SEC programs, two really talented rosters, and like you said, storied rosters who have been in and out of multiple leagues, the SEL especially. And I honestly don't even know who to pick here.
Kentucky, they are looking like the favorites, of course, 4-0 here in group number 1, completely undefeated. They've only dropped one game. Other than that, they've been absolutely crushing it. Florida, on the other hand, they're 3-1. They just suffered their first loss back on the 15th, if I'm not mistaken, to King Tornado, but still a very solid roster, have had a lot of success here. And yeah, these are just two absolute juggernauts of group 1 clashing.
Which that's the weird thing about this group is so Kentucky hasn't played King yet, and almost everybody else has. And King, obviously being the favorite to this group, we would have thought, okay, maybe this is a game that's more about that last playoff spot. Well, King loses in a sweep to Auburn, and that is Auburn's only win of the year. So this group has spun into absolute chaos, and I just have no idea what to think about this. The power rankings were controversial because we had teams all over the place. I know Big Wade's probably in chat complaining about us talking about King right now, but I mean, look, it's a mess. But even more reason why I'm excited for this game.
Yeah, I believe Florida are above Kentucky on the power rankings. I believe they're tied for 7 with Buds at GCU, and then Kentucky are back at 11. But either way, it's set to be a very competitive matchup, and I, for one, cannot wait to get going.
Well, neither can the players. They joined their teams, and after a little delay, we are finally here. Super Subcaster Dronus, obviously yours truly here. Let's start with game 1.
Let's hop into it. Kentucky versus Florida. We are officially underway again. Both these teams so strong here in not only SEL, but in Group 1. And as you mentioned, this is a fight for that number 1 in Group 1 spot. Of course, we're looking to see Kentucky stay undefeated and Florida looking to take off that win and taint their record.
Yeah, for Kentucky, this is a massive game for them, especially after losing Ty. They come with this new roster. They go 4-0, and I believe that they now have Florida and King back-to-back. I think this is right here their true test if they're going to make playoffs in that first 2 spots or not. Is Truett's going to put a shot on? It'll be a double commit. So far, Florida keeping the pressure. They're known for it. Right side Larry, though. The dunk won't land.
Already Kentucky facing off against a little bit of pressure here. Florida really trying to get started early, as they should, against a team like Kentucky who's undefeated, who have proven themselves here in SEL. You want to be able to gain that early momentum, kind of want to put them on their heels right from the get-go. And this first minute has been led by Florida, but now Kentucky starting to find a little bit of time and space for themselves as they try and head back down the other way.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of this early Florida pressure. Kentucky is fresh off of a LAN appearance. They just played at the Bluegrass Boost Battle, which me and Bepic were a big part of, which was a blast, by the way, hosted by these guys, and they performed pretty well. I believe they ended up placing top 12, as now they find an open net, and HUDs, with that previous LAN experience, gonna take the lead.
Able to find the bar down shot from the midfield. Unfriable apples. The bump in the midfield leaves enough wide open space, and HUDs absolutely knocks that one down. Kentucky on the board first. 90 seconds gone. Still plenty left to go for the Gators to try and get back in it.
And we'll see Larry try and lead that charge for these guys. That's a major demo, but what a save from HUDs. The 3v1 somehow not going in, but wait a minute. Here comes another opportunity, but they bump each other, and Chipmunk's gonna get a free clear.
Yeah, a little bit of just a lack of awareness there, TJs. We saw 2 players just bump foreheads there. No one able to find the shot. Of course, seeing the physicality now improving for both sides. Florida trying to defend here. The Chipmunk man up for it. Gets shut down. Back out into the midfield. Larry extends into the blue corner. Florida again just trying to tie this one up as quick as they can. But Kentucky lockdown defense right now. They clear it away. They're just trying to extend, get that 2-goal cushion.
Huds with a big touch. Chipmunk with a good follow. Apples, the third man's going to find the bottom corner. 2-0 Kentucky.
I mean, just peppering the back all here. Huds, then the Chipmunk man, Larry, pushes up just a little bit too far past that far post. And Apples makes sure he knows it, slots that one bottom left. Kentucky up 2-0.
See Chipmunk and Larry. Chipmunk actually with a delayed kickoff, and it almost works in Kentucky's favor. Kyan going to be a little awkward. Larry double committing, but he's going to find right on the other side, and now we see another double commit. Just like the group, it's absolute chaos in front of the net, but somehow, again, Florida's offense is halted.
Right now, just not able to break through. They do say all you need to do is find one. That's the start, but right now they're having a lot of trouble finding that one, getting that offense to really fire on all cylinders. And Apples takes it back to the midfield, bumped off Larry, can't get a hold of it. Huds scoops it into the backboard. Anyone there? Tourade gets one block. Cayenne will send it away. 2 minutes left to go. Florida already starting to run a little bit low on time.
But they are starting to keep the pressure high, but so far not going to find the goal once again. And Cayenne forcing a shot on 3 Kentucky defenders, not going to find open room either.
Chipmunk wants a shot here. Larry will swipe it away to the far side. Florida has been leading in the majority of the offensive pressure, have 9 shots compared to the 6 so far from Kentucky. Now a big mistake here, and Kentucky gonna get a bit of a freebie.
Florida may have those 9 shots, but Kentucky sitting here with 7, and that one right there going to be an easy goal for them. And I mean, that shot differential is close, but not close enough for Florida.
We saw Larry at the midfield just recovered a little bit too slow, couldn't quite find his footing, and immediately Kentucky up 3-0 as we head to the final minute and a half. Chipmunk fires again. Cayenne making the stop, trying to at least just break the ice here for Florida's offense. Getting stifled at every turn. Larry off the back wall over Apples, gets bumped off, and Florida really just struggling to keep possession in their own half as Kentucky seemed to be all over them at every turn.
And right here, Chipmunk almost gets a wide open net from his teammate. Now there's a counterattack, but again, a Florida double commit thwarts another shot, and they still go scoreless.
I mean, we've seen a couple of those mistakes here and there from Florida, but ultimately, defense from Kentucky has just been absolutely airtight. Apples currently sitting at 5 saves in this game. 45 seconds. Cayenne wants the double. He knocks it down and gets the Gators on the board.
Cayenne gonna meet Apples at the rim here. A good beat from him, avoids the bump, and just absolutely slams it down. Still a little bit of life in him.
Still have 45 seconds. There is a chance. There is hope. Florida still trying to fight their way back. Huds no contact off the cheat. Chipmunk just looking to carry this one away, get it out of harm's way. And now a bump comes through. Larry might be able to slot it. No, Huds shuts it down. Back to Cayenne shot. Just a roller on target. Chipmunk saves it away. That might be the final opportunity missed for Florida.
And they do need something now, as that demo's going to leave Larry in an awkward spot. Love Boost does finally find the 100, also finds the ceiling. Not going to use the flip, though, and Florida with one of many opportunities, just completely throwing them away here. And now Kentucky going to try and take advantage, or maybe Florida will pick up a second goal. They need one now to stay in this game. Last few seconds left. Hud's going to slam that one left side. We'll see Apples try and get it. He won't. Florida got a chance here, but not one to win the game. Kentucky takes game 1.
Great start from Kentucky. Of course, they're looking to stay undefeated here in Group 1, add another big win onto their resume, but Apples easily earning that MVP badge, 2 goals and those 5 saves, doing a lot of work all over the field. And Florida are really just not able to get their offense started. They had 13 shots, but only 1 goal to stand for it.
And a whole lot of 2v1s, 3v2s. They had the mismatches. They're getting the bumps that they need to create these opportunities. It's just a matter of putting those shots on. I mean, I saw 3 there in the last minute and a half just roll towards the last Kentucky defender. And unless you're getting another bump, there's absolutely just no way it's going in. But Florida, obviously well aware of that. And I don't know what they're going to cook up next, but they need something quick after only getting 1 goal in that first game.
Yeah, it'll be really interesting to see their adaptations moving forward, whether that's looking for more bumps, really just focusing on that shooting, more passes. Either way, they just need to get something to get that offense really connected here because Kentucky, if you unless you have a big play coming, they're going to be able to shut it down. They're going to be able to transition, and then they're going to be able to take advantage of the opportunities that they were given. Of course, shot about 33% as a team, looking to keep that rate up moving into game two.
We'll see the players take the field. We'll see team captain of Kentucky, Unfriable Apples. We'll see him take on Cayenne, the previous MVP of the first game for Florida, but it doesn't matter. HUD's going to show you what he can do. 1-0 in 2 seconds.
I mean, wasting no time off the kickoff, falls right back to HUDs. He goes straight to the back of the net. Kentucky, 2 seconds gone, already take a lead, and that's just got to be a bad omen if you're Florida.
Florida already needs to stop the bleeding. That first game really wasn't bad from them. They just had to put together some opportunities, but they also need to cut out the double commits. Almost another one coming out there. HUD's, though, going to 1v2 his way past. Maybe a 1v3. He goes for net. Not going to find it. Chipmunk won't find it either.
Apples back out of the midfield, looking to keep control. A little bit of a double commit there as HUD's one as well. Chipmunk gives it right back to him on the ground. Charade shot on, gonna force the defense back, might find the opening, no, just off the post, Larry Ball, saved on the goal line by Apples. Chipmunk gets a touch, Cayenne, no double, this one's gonna be cleared away. Florida again, just inches from finding an equalizer, but can't connect.
Another episode of great offense from Florida, but better defense from Kentucky, and that bang from Raid isn't going to be able to help them much either, as now Apple's going to find HUDs with a little bit of boost to work with. He's going to leave for Chipmunk, who's going backboard. We'll find a bump instead. We'll see Apples try and possibly get a touchback on the net. Florida awkward. Cayenne last man back. Apples using the backboard, but no one's going to get that call.
Larry, one touch away, struggling to keep possession around the midfield. It gives it right back out to Kentucky. True Raid into the back wall. Cayenne wants the shot. Chipmunk able to turn it away. Apples to the back wall. That one gonna hop up. Larry trying to reach it first, fakes out HUDs. Will find the clear way to the midfield. Chipmunk just trying to suppress that defense, keep them on their back foot. Cayenne will be able to take it away using the remainder of that boost. Seeing a nice back and forth now after that first kickoff goal to get us underway. Now both these teams kind of evened out, and as I say that, we see the score get evened out as well as Larry puts one away.
Just demo after bump in the midfield, and somehow Larry finds space between two defenders to tie it up with 3 minutes left. A massive change of pace from, I'm losing words, from Florida.
That little bit of space is all it takes. Larry threads the needle, makes it 1-1 in Kentucky. They're going to be looking to get right back into form. They want that lead back immediately. Florida, they just need to keep up this momentum. HUD's chasing a demo. Chipmunk on target. True Raid able to evade the demo and make the save. Keeps it 1-1.
Florida showing some defense now. An amazing 2v1 from Ray. We'll see Cayenne try and give him some space, but Ray's going to try and do this whole play himself. Gets the pump as well as the pass to a teammate. Larry going to find Cayenne, but Cayenne won't find the net. It's another Florida shot that's just too weak.
Cayenne back at the midfield again, trying to get that offense going. A couple of good 50s being linked together. Chipmunk wins it back in the corner. Larry trying to stay close. HUD 0 boost to his name. Still working his way through the midfield. Wins it all the way into the orange corner. Now Pinch. This one dropping middle. Apples there. Bumped off the clear. Comes through. Kentucky sent away again.
See Cayenne try and find a teammate. He's going to have to find the backboard instead. And for Kentucky, it's an easy touch. But so far, Florida pressure slowly starting to build. But that pinch going to stall it a little bit. See HUD's try and maybe find his way over one. Does find his way over two almost. But Ray's going to get to bang this to Cayenne. Needs to convert this. Top left. What a shot from the Gator.
An absolute slot coming through here. True Raid, big clear out. Cayenne up to it. Chipmunk just not ready for the transition. Slotted just under the crossbar in that top left corner. And now the Gators up 2-1 Kentucky. They're forced to try and turn this one around.
Florida slowly starting to even up the pressure. That counterattack, the first one they found this series, and it was a good one, a pretty one at that. But now Cayenne will not find this one. But then going up for another bump, this Florida team just always in your half looking for demos. And Kentucky, normally a team that's replicating that, but right now they're on the back foot.
Cayenne wins another one. Open net for a moment. Hud's not going to be able to find a touch. Larry across the post, and True Raid makes it 3-1. Florida, they found their first lead of the series with that last goal, but now add on another.
Hud's unfortunately missing. Chipmunk not ready, but Raid was. Top left, 3-1 Florida. Their first 2-goal lead and a massive swing of momentum for them.
Right now, Kentucky can just not link together any stops. Larry fires. Chipmunk will turn this one away. Cayenne, you can see that kind of improved confidence coming through now from the Gators, as they should. Getting this 2-goal lead over the undefeated Kentucky. Larry pops this one up. No one going to be able to follow it. True Raid will dunk Huds at the midfield. And right now, with a minute 10 left, all Florida are looking to do is keep pressure on this blue side, minimize opportunities for Kentucky, and then look forward towards game 3.
So far, still a very long game to play. I don't want to even mention game 3 just yet. There's too many caster curses on this broadcast. And how about a wide open net if Raid can put it in? No, he won't. Kentucky counterattack. Apple's going to aim for net, but will not find it. Hud's going to find Chipmunk, though. Chipmunk goes to net. Open backboard. Chipmunk awkward to Hud. Light touch. Apple's got to put it in. It's a dunk instead. And somehow, Kentucky not making this a 1-goal game.
I mean, that was a huge opportunity missed there, TJ. Kentucky had more than enough chances to make this a 1-goal game, but they could not find the final touch. Cayenne snaps back the other way, makes it 4-1, and that's going to be the dagger here in game number 2. Florida, the transitions, the defense working, holding down Kentucky, and I just don't think Kentucky were ready for this.
Florida finally starting to pick up the pace. They're looking downfield a lot more, and they're finding themselves open nets. This is exactly what Kentucky is supposed to be doing against them. But Florida flipping the field, though. But that goal will be stopped by Huds.
Another 50 comes through as we head into the final 10 seconds. Time will expire. The Gators pick up their first win, tying this series up 1-1. A great look. Apples on the goal line. Can't make that one go. Just wanted one for the road. Still couldn't find it. But Florida tie it up, and a great performance from this trio.
Hud's instantly leaving lobby, so I didn't get the chance to catch his stats, but he was the only goal scorer in that game. And for Kentucky, this is normally a pretty balanced team. Granted, they did lose Ty, but Hud's has filled that role very well. But this Florida roster, they've been in the lab, and they look good. I mean, Apples themselves in chat, y'all can't see this, but he just said Wolfman's the GOAT. So Kentucky's obviously still having fun, and that's what you really need to see in this situation. This is one of those series where it could easily go to 5, and so far it looks that way.
You just kind of need to stay loose. These can't get high pressure games. Of course, 2 very strong teams going toe to toe. You need to kind of stay loose, take those deep breaths, keep things going. But of course, Florida, I mean, we saw the teamwork really come through. True Raid and Larry both with 2 assists. So 4 goals, 4 assists, working well as a unit, also picking up those 5 saves, shutting down Kentucky, something they haven't really been able to do. And then, of course, as we saw in game 1, offense a little bit lackluster, but they really dialed it in there in game 2. And now I'm excited to see if they can keep that going, keep that pressure on the undefeated Kentucky team.
Yeah, Florida on pace for an upset. I believe it would be the first upset on stream. So we will see what happens. Obviously still a very long season, and y'all know how the SEL goes. And it might go with a wide open net for Florida. Cayenne, 5 seconds in.
I mean, working so efficiently here. Cayenne, a great 50 here. True Raid in the corner. Perfectly past middle. Cayenne didn't have it. Larry did. 5 seconds gone. I mean, we saw Kentucky get a kickoff goal last game. Florida taking that one out of their playbook as they got one on the board.
Yeah, great start for Florida. You can't really ask for much. They're looking for a second, but with that demo, maybe them a little out of position. But Raid has enough room to find Larry, who's going to wait and use the backboard. Maybe try and find a teammate. Middle will beat Apples, but won't beat Huds. Kentucky, quick counterattack. Actually going to be stopped by Cayenne. And now Larry looking for a teammate again, but Apples going to stall it a little bit.
Apples trying to, again, kind of kickstart that offense here from Kentucky. They saw what Florida were able to do when they were able to get that pressure. Fakes the reset. Now a turtle 50 attempt. Not able to find success there. Apples back up to it. Has the air dribble. He wants the reset. Gets it early. Flip. No double. Chipmunk there to put this one away. And Kentucky respond.
Team Captain Apples picking one off the tree here from the top side, off the backboard. Chipmunk ready for it, and very quick tie from Kentucky.
Still plenty of time left in this game. 4:13, 47 seconds. It feels like these two teams have been fighting in this game for at least a couple minutes now, but all evened out at 1 in not only this game, but in the series score. Both these teams looking to reclaim a lead. Apples, another shot opportunity. True makes the save into the corner. Larry on it, stopped by Hudge. True has a little bit of an open lane. Cayenne, the demo opens it up again, and the Gators take the lead back.
The Gators chopping at the bit here at Kentucky. Big demos coming out that they just seem to be finding them when they matter, and a massive one there to give another wide open net for Florida.
Demos and bumps still prevailing for this team. Right now, Kentucky not been able to find a solid and consistent way to really combat that pressure. Larry booms this one away. Apples getting a piece of it, heading right back downfield, trying to get that cushion. A miss from Huds. That could have spelled disaster for Kentucky. Kind of a little bit awkward here. Gets the backflip to True Raid. Larry staying close on it in the corner. This one will fall away, but Florida trying to not let any pressure go.
Florida had all 3 players up there and almost got punished for it earlier, but Raid gonna make sure they don't get punished for it this time. Kentucky pressure still starting to develop, but now they're starting to miss, and now Cayenne's got a chance to get a double, almost does get it, and now it's a Kentucky counterattack. Apple, soft touch, back to Huds. What a save from Larry.
I mean, Florida, their defense really kicking into a higher octane here. Kentucky struggling to find a way past. Now backed into their own corner. Florida, they're just looking to keep up this pressure time and time again. Less than 3 minutes to go. Larry, a midfield touch. Cayenne, no contact made. Apple's gonna have a free take. Huds looking for the demo. Larry, no contact. Apples wants the dunk, but True Raid, another big stop keeping Florida in it.
If you're a Florida fan, you love to see the defense and you love to see the quick turns like that one from True Raid. Another double touch. Gonna be stopped. We'll see Chipmunk, though, gonna try and go under Cayenne. Look at the 50 instead. 50's Larry, but it's a little awkward. Apple's gonna have to use the sidewall. He won't find it. It's an open net, but Larry's there first.
Back out in the midfield, Florida just looking to keep control. They want to keep setting the pace in this one. Chipmunk fires. Larry, another save. Apples still trying to get that offense started. And I feel like I have to mention here, TJ, True Raid and Larry combined have 11 saves right now. And it's only been 3 minutes of play. There's still 2 minutes left.
11 saves to Kentucky's 12 total shots. And I'm glad you mentioned the duo on the Florida side, because if you look at Huds and Chipmunk, they each have 5 shots apiece. And so far, they're getting great opportunities, but Florida's demo seeming to overpower them. But Huds, a defensive player as well, stopping that one. And now Kentucky has a counter. Is Apple's going to put it in? He'll get a pinch, and it's going to go to the corner.
Larry, good awareness there, being able to shut that play down. Cayenne, a good 50. Larry towards the back wall, going to struggle for a double. Not going to be able to make contact. It's sent back the other way. Less than 90 seconds to go here. Kentucky still trying to fight for this second goal. But the defense from Florida just been unbreakable. True Raid at the midfield gets a good touch. Larry to put it away. Hud shuts it down. Cayenne there in close. Chipmunk looking for a counter.
Uh-oh, Florida in a bad spot here. Raid gets bumped, but it's not a touch from Chipmunk. A golden opportunity. Instead of Florida choking it away, it's Kentucky this time around.
Larry, again, just looking for that third goal. You want that 2-goal cushion in 10 situations like this. Chipmunk off the 50. Larry there. Another demo from Cayenne. Net was open. Could have been a mistake there. Now a 1v1 True Raid able to defend, but Apples next in response. Shot on. Larry can't keep this one out, and Kentucky tie it up.
It's another goal this game where it's just madness in the midfield. Players awkward. Apples will take the open net, and Larry close, but no cigar. Tie game with 40 seconds left.
And we just saw a slight mistouch there from True Raid. Maybe was not expecting that flick to go that soft and couldn't quite get enough contact. And then that allowed for the opportunity to come through. 35 seconds to go. Florida, they're already hunting to try and get that lead right back. Want to increase that offense here. A little double commit between Chipmunk and Apples. Larry into the corner, back to himself. Now looking for Cayenne. Can he put it away? No, Apples on the goal line, keeps it out. Ball from True Raid stopped as well. Somehow Kentucky Kentucky don't concede.
How is that not in the net? But Florida still on the prowl. 10 seconds left. Larry off Apples going backboard. Cayenne to take the lead. Not gonna find it. Larry though, right side. What a save from Apples. But wait, they're not out of the woods yet. Last second ball hits the ground. How is Kentucky alive?
I mean, we have yet to see a lot of amazing defense from Kentucky. Usually, they're just rock solid on all forms, but now the goal line hold at 0 seconds, absolutely immaculate. And Florida cannot believe that they did not take that game there. Now, having to try and win in overtime. HUDs into the back wall. Cayenne is going to find a slight clear out, but Kentucky finding a little bit of space. This shot just off target.
This game becomes more important with every ticking second. The winner of this group, or the winner of this game, arguably will clinch a playoff spot, but who knows? It's way too early to tell in this overtime so far.
Still plenty of time to go. Not expecting this one to end soon here. TJ Larry, a pinch out of the half, looking to follow it up. Chipmunk to take control of the 50, right back to Cayenne, rips it into the back wall. Apples, no read, and True Raid knocks it down. Florida prevail. They take the lead in the series.
The pressure becomes too much, and Apples didn't have another miracle in him, and Raid will take the opportunity less than a minute into OT, but Florida arguably had pressure for the entire back half of that game, plus the overtime.
Yeah, we just saw Kentucky really struggling to break out of their half. I mean, Florida, they just took that quick lead right from the first kickoff, and then we saw their defense really fall in line again, looking towards True Raid, looking towards Larry. Those 11 saves still holding on, but once Kentucky started fighting back, you could see their offense really take control. They decided this is exactly what we need right now, so they keep moving forward, and they're able to take that one in OT. But really, this game just showing how close this series really is.
Yeah, I mean, 11 saves from Florida to the 13 shots of Kentucky. And Florida originally leading the shooting battle, but then having to step back in the middle of that game. And then Kentucky had chances at the end there, but couldn't find it. And then Florida somehow doesn't take this before we go to overtime. But hey, the SEL's here for content, so who am I to complain?
I mean, and this is all the content you could ask for here at CJ. Florida and Kentucky still going head-to-head. Kentucky trying to defend that undefeated record, and Florida giving them a run for their money here. Now up 2-1 in the series. Kentucky have to battle back.
The only undefeated team left in the group of death, and that statement alone shows you the nature of this game. Florida, though, they take their loss to King, but they're looking to take down the top dog once again. 2-1 lead in the game 4.
Chipmunk one touch. Larry sends it away already again. Looking to see both these offenses get started early. In the past 2 games, we've seen a goal in the first 10 seconds. Not going to see that this time, but still the offense wants to get started early from either side. You want to be able to set the pace, especially in close games like this.
And Ray getting an opportunity. Apples awkward off the backboard, and just like last game, it's a repeat miss. Florida 1-0.
I mean, Apples feeling the pressure on the defense. Another miss off the backboard read. Now back-to-back, ending game 3, and now starting game 4. Florida, they're more than happy to take those mistakes.
And Kentucky already on the back foot, but this team is calm and composed, but they still have to find these opportunities. We'll see Chipmunk try and kick it off. It's a weird double commit with him and Apples. The flip reset doesn't land, and now Cayenne with enough boost and a dream to maybe get over Apples. Dunk comes through, but Larry not ready for it just yet. See Kentucky try and get out. It's a good 50 from Apples. Not a good one from HUD. Chipmunk so awkward. Ball bounces middle. Apples somehow dodging the demo. It's still chaos.
Cayenne off the corner, first minute already gone here in game number 4. Kentucky trying to spring back into action, but Florida, their defense still holding tight. Larry, low boost here. Apples able to notice. HUD's up for this one, sends it into the corner. 2 players up, neither able to make contact. Kentucky just looking a little bit less efficient than we've seen them in the past.
And I mean, still blows being exchanged between both teams. Apples a little awkward, leaving this over the middle. It takes 2 to beat Larry there, and now we'll see Cayenne try and keep this ball going in UF's favor, but now Apple's gonna very quickly turn around, almost gets that last touch. Chipmunk a little rushed and nobody ready for it.
Cleared forward by Larry. Cayenne wins it away into the corner. Chipmunk looking for the clear, will connect. Good 50 back to the other side. Now just seeing a very even back and forth between both these teams. Florida just looking to hold on to this lead the best they can. They're more than happy to take the back and forth here, of course, if this just prevails. Going from one side of the field to another will favor the Gators, but Kentucky, on the other hand, they need to start getting their offense going. Huds, a demo, Apples, shot, True Raid, can't keep it out. Apples brings it back, and Kentucky tie it up.
Kentucky finally finding that demo they were looking for. Ray doesn't have enough boost to get back, and Apples will take the shot, tying it up, keeping this one interesting.
Florida now going to be looking to reclaim that lead as quickly as they can. Again, sometimes can just be a game of runs. True Raid, quick 50 in front of the blue net. Larry trying to keep the ball on the offensive side. True Raid, another demo. Cayenne extending into the corner. Again, you can see this offense already trying to build a lot of pressure, going one after the other. Kentucky will be able to free themselves. Shot on from Huds. Cayenne tried to keep it out, couldn't get enough, and Kentucky take the lead.
Big players make big plays in big moments, and there's still so much Rocket League left, but what a shot from Huds.
Incredible slot in that top right corner. A great effort on the goal line, but ultimately just not enough. Kentucky take the lead. They're trying to tie it up 2-2. Huds from the midfield. This one's good. Huds adds on a second, and Kentucky make it 3-1.
Kentucky's starting to roll. They're starting to get quicker, and it's an exact flip of play styles almost. I mean, it just seems to be a matter of who is faster, and right now, Kentucky playing that way.
Florida just not able to really keep up with that change in pace. Cayenne air dribble, finds a demo and a backflip on the goal line. Florida gonna get one back here. Again, another mistake here. Huds patiently waiting on the goal line, then backflips. Chipmunk tried to reach it, couldn't do it, and the Gators back within one.
Florida very quickly flipping it. This game feels like it could go either way, but Florida still down a goal after giving up those two back-to-back, but at least they get one back.
Indeed, now trying to answer again. This one dunked by Huds. That one's good. It didn't look like he got a piece of it at first, but a huge challenge from Huds, and this one is good. Two minutes to go. An incredible put away there from Huds. Extends the lead back to 2 from Kentucky. Trying to stay alive in this series. Florida still trying to find a comeback here in game number 4 and end it. Cayenne to Larry. The response is here. The Gators snap back. Left to go. Still plenty of time for either of these teams to really take control. The kickoff is going to be lost to Larry. 50 comes through from Chipmunk. Huds not going to be able to put a read on it. Florida again looking to tie it up. Cayenne there! That they do. Make it look so simple. We're tied at 4. Nothing you can do to stop that one. Just so efficient off the back wall. Cayenne wasting no time get a holding that. He's 2 for 2 here in this game. Looking to stay very efficient on that front now. Larry in a 2v1 image. True Raid looking to take that lead. Block, air dribble. The dunk comes through off the crossbar. Cayenne there wants the dunk on Chipmunk. Able to keep this one away into the corner. That could have spelled disaster for Kentucky. Ceiling now. True Raid lobs it up. Apples on it, sends it away. Cayenne there wants the double. Does he lock it in? No, just miss wide. A slight miss. That could have meant the game. Now Larry gets the reset, but defended well by Chipmunk. Kentucky again just holding on. Chipmunk, great first touch, but the dunk comes through. Apples forced to return. Final 10 seconds of regulation. Overtime looming for the second time here tonight. True Raid looking to give one final opportunity to Florida out in the midfield. Apples keeps it alive. Chipmunk wants to fall. Larry cuts it off, knocks it down, and we head to our second overtime of the series. Back into the corner, Huds over to Apples, wants the game winner, no sense in high fall from Chipmunk, save, no, it's off the near post, fall up from Apples, into the crossbar. Huds drops this one off. The Wildcats take game 4, keep themselves alive in this series, and we're going to game 5. I mean, we knew it was going to be a close matchup between these two teams. Kentucky and Florida going head-to-head. Huds, of course, 4 for 4. Incredible stuff. They're shooting 100% for the Wildcats. Apples picking up 1, working all over the field. Florida just not able to keep up. We see 1 shot differential on the stat line, and that 1 shot seems to be the one that counts.
I believe everybody can hear me now. So, hey guys, apologies for just disappearing on you. Obviously, it wouldn't be an SEL stream without tech issues, but these teams trading issues back and forth. It's just like broadcast. I mean, it is so back and forth. And again, this is the match that a lot of us thought that could be for that 2 seed. But granted, obviously, King has lost, and now this match even becoming more important. Both teams on the line here as we're going to enter Champions Field for Game 5.
I mean, you can't ask for more content than this. Kentucky and Florida, both teams so strong. Now gonna finish it with one final game. Game 5, Gators versus Wildcats. We're underway.
Titans battling 2 big SEC schools, 2 teams with great records, and 6 players who are all capable of entering takeover mode. And for Kentucky, it normally starts with that man right there. But Hud's gonna get his chance, but what a save from Florida.
A very quick shot from Huds again. He was 4 for 4 in that last game. He wants to keep up that pressure. We'll see if Florida are going to be able to shut him down here in game number 5. Cayenne, middle, Huds will send the clear up into the ceiling. Chipmunk wants a soft touch, looking for Apples on the far side. Larry there for the cutoff, looking and expecting a solid midfield battle between both these teams, are really trying to control the pressure, keep this one locked in. The clear will come through from Kentucky, finally finding their first bit of space.
And after all that pressure, it feels like we're right back in game 1. Teams playing a little more conservative. They're hitting it off the midfield walls a little much, but now we finally see a passing play. It's from 2 members of Florida. One of them will die for it. Chipmunk needing to bump, and what a play from him. Apples takes 1.
Chipmunk, absolute chaos here at Demo, and Larry just had nowhere to go. Chipmunk all over him, and Apples just able to walk that one all the way down, and in Kentucky break the ice here in game 5.
Kentucky trying to defend their ground, but Florida right on their tails, but that goal not going to find its way in.
Back into the corner, Chipmunk clear out. Apples is there, going to get cut off by True Raid. Huds picking up another save here, just in close, being able to find those stops. Cayenne through the corner, finds a 50. Chipmunk there lurking. Cayenne wins the 50, stays on it, doesn't have a lot of boost. Double commit there between Kentucky. Huds notices a little bit of space, turns, flicks, gets past one. Larry back down into the corner, and you're seeing such a tense fight between both these sides, but Kentucky having that lead gives them so much control right now.
And that's a great play from Apples to work his way over 1. They're starting to avoid the demos, but now the Florida counterattack is right back on. Double commit from Kentucky is going to give Ray some time, but that's a bad touch from him. We'll see, though, another possession given away. Teams playing nervous. They're worried, but Kentucky trying to get out of this side confidently.
Cayenne, another cutoff here. Stays on it for one more touch. Chipmunk lobs it up. Apples and True Ray both go up. Apples sends it low. Larry, one touch, but it's straight to Huds. Looking to control it. Takes it into the sidewall, looking to stay on it. Cayenne there for the 50. Now following, he's just going to be looking to put a shot on target. He does. Ball from Larry, saved just in time. Apples able to hold on. Now trying to transition onto the offensive end, blocked by Cayenne. Halftime here in game number 5, and Cayenne takes it upon himself to tie things up for the Gators.
Right at the halfway point, they clear the pressure, they tie it up, and it's a great play from Cayenne. Pass 2. Florida still fighting. They don't want to fall to 3-2, and you can tell in the way they play.
But of course, they're facing off against the 4-0 Kentucky, who want to stay undefeated. A lot on the line for both sides. Huds 50 into the corner, trying to put Kentucky back on top. True Rate off the 50. It's going to fall to Chipmunk. Might be looking to see more of that physicality coming through from Kentucky moving forward. Chipmunk back into the corner, just trying to play keep away from the Florida offense, but low boost allows kind of just turn. Lob another one down in the blue side of the field. Less than 2 minutes ago, Florida starting to gain some traction.
So far, Kentucky being stuck in a lot of shadow defense situations. Huds is backwards here, and Cayenne almost capitalizing, but you can tell this side is absolutely starved, and that ball somehow finds Apple's hood.
With 0 boost, able to make that touch. Larry off the 50. Huds, a little bit of boost to work with here. True Rate off the ceiling. Larry waiting middle, no contact made. That's a big miss. Cayenne, plenty of boost to work with. Gets one touch, but Huds sends it away. Bit of a double commit there. Huds, no shot on target. Fakes out. Larry Chipmunk delays this one. Cayenne gives it right back out to Larry. Florida looking for the transition. Huds up high to shut it down. But you can see the Gators persevering. This one just tapped off target. Larry forced to get one touch. Apple's shot taken away by Cayenne.
Both teams starting to switch aggressiveness again, and now we see Chipmunk go for the top side. It's a close save. Huds can't put it in either. Last minute left, game 5. The entire season could be on the line for both of these teams in this game, but so far, we are still even.
I mean, these two teams are absolutely locked in. Huds, shot on target. True Raid back into the corner. Apples there waiting, gets one touch. Larry will find the clear away. You can see both these teams fighting for boost control. Apples, one touch, gets the double down. True Raid so patient on the back wall, able to take this one into the corner, pick up some boost. Now trying to work a clear will be Cayenne, blocked by Chipmunk.
Last 20 seconds left. Are we going to have our third overtime? Apples will not prove me wrong, but maybe Larry will. Double commit from Kentucky. They're looking awkward in the back half. We'll see Larry and True Raid. Another double commit comes out. Larry does back out of that one, but his third man doesn't. Open net if someone can get to it. Is it going to be Huds? Goes off a backboard. Larry, awkward, not going to make it. It's a bump. What a save, though, from Cayenne. Huds keeping it up. Last few seconds left. We have our third overtime here in Game 5.
Back-to-back overtimes now in games 4 and 5. You cannot ask for any more than this. One goal will decide the winner. Kentucky wanting to stay undefeated. Florida looking to dethrone them. Cayenne in the corner, trying to get things started for the Gators. Will trade his life for the clear. Larry on it. Apples in a tough spot. Will take the backflip. 50. Huds chasing demos as well. Could start to see that physicality really ramp up. Huds wants the demo. Larry able to get by him. Chipmunk, a little bit of time to make a touch. Down to Huds. Shot saved by True Raid. The Gators hang on.
Massive save from Ray there to keep this one close, and it's only been 30 seconds, but the pressure is still just as crazy as it was all game. Now we'll see Chipmunk try and find a teammate middle, but he'll be met with Cayenne. Huds, though, waiting on this touch, patiently pass 1, almost pass 2. Cayenne right on the counterattack. They'll find Apples instead.
True Raid, that sidewall. Apples into the corner now, just gonna opt for that boost instead. Now looking for bumps. True Raid, another good turnaround, has been key for the defense here in game number 5. Apples, bit of a tough spot, 30 boost to work with. Just trying to keep as much of it as he can. He will be able to break free from the corner. Now looking for a 3v1. Can't put this one on target. True Raid, again, just waiting patiently back. Now looking to open up a transition.
And it feels like all 6 players are looking for the one bump, because you almost have to take a player off the field for this game to even be anything other than dead 50-50. It feels like a coin flip, and Florida Gonna try and maybe sway that point a little bit, but he's gonna find apples again down the field. See him try and use corner here. Awkward from True Raid, but Larry's right there.
That's where that low boost can really play a factor. Those simple touches with zero boost feel so much harder. You struggle to make them happen. Apples, a block here. True Raid off the sidewall, not going to follow it. You can see Florida, especially True Raid, really trying to respect Kentucky and not trying to give them any open looks on a transition. Apples into the back wall. No one is up. Larry, no contact made. Apples taps this one in. Kentucky stay undefeated, taking down Florida in a Game 5 OT.
Somehow, some way, you cannot bet against the team captain himself. He finds a way past two. Unfortunate Florida miss, but Kentucky stays alive. 5-0 on the season.
I mean, the boost steal is absolutely critical. Florida, their defense just could not make those touches, and Kentucky, after enough chances, able to take full advantage. A 2-1 Game 5, close as can be, but the undefeated team prevails, now 5-0.
5-0, but it wasn't it wasn't like it wasn't easy for Kentucky. They may be undefeated, but that 5-0 definitely is not as comfortable as it was before today. They were 12-1. Now they're going to be 15-3, which is still incredible. But no other team has forced this Kentucky roster to Game 5. And so for Florida, unfortunate that you don't get that. Unfortunate that you fall to 3-2. But they still look so good to earn an LCQ spot or to upset King maybe, or upset. I mean, there's so many. This group's a mess, but they still very much have a chance of making playoffs.
Absolutely. This team has so much potential, and even though it was a loss here, they went toe to toe with the undefeated Kentucky Wildcats, gave them an absolute run for their money. Game 5 overtimes, 3 overtimes in 5 games. So close everywhere else, but Kentucky just able to come away with the win. Now 5-0. But Florida, they gotta take the positives with the negatives. Still a great look for this trio. Still had a great series.
Yeah, I mean, no complaints, and it was a great series. We got Game 5, so no complaints on broadcast here, but this next series could also go to Game 5. It is a very important Group 2 matchup between two 3-1 teams. It is the Alabama Crimson Tide versus the Cumberland Maroon, and that game is coming right to your screens very quickly. So don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Ladies and gentlemen, we didn't keep you wait too long. We have a very, very good match coming up next, and we just had to get back for it. It's Cumberland versus Alabama. But even cooler than that, you'll see Foof is missing. That is not cool. But Dronis here to fill those shoes. How you doing, man?
I'm doing great. I mean, we saw an incredible series between Kentucky and Florida. Just happy to be a part of it, but it was absolutely crazy to witness the Game 5 overtime win going to Kentucky. They stay undefeated, but an incredible night of Rocket League here, and I'm just happy to be a part of it.
Yeah, I mean, I am absolutely thrilled. And what I'm even more thrilled for, I want to mention this before we tell the teams to get in. Magic turns 21 today. So happy birthday to Magic. And hopefully the Cumberland guys will try and maybe reward him with a birthday win. But there is only one way to find out. We're not going to waste your time. The teams are going to hop in right now. Both teams, 3-1, fighting for scraps in Group 2. See how it goes in Game 1.
Yeah, both these teams looking for a big victory, of course. Cumberland, they want the birthday win for Magic, but of course, Alabama going to be looking to shut them down, already getting a quick opportunity there, but Magic will take it away for Maroon.
Cumberland, a roster that we have almost declared as one of the most improved this season. They go ahead and they take Aurora out as what a pinch from the two guys who are consistent, and Magic 21 gets the goal. Happy birthday to the man.
I mean, a birthday boy gonna open up the series. I mean, he got an absolute gift there from Gray, missing the back wall clear, giving him that free goal opportunity. And Cumberland on the board first. Alabama gonna need to find a way back early.
And now that I have time to talk about Cumberland, so they drop Aurora and move him to the B team for Super Smurf, who has been a life-changing addition for this roster. They play so much more together, and even that play right there, it might have been a double commit, but those double commits are better than most of the double commits we saw last season, as one man, Magic, almost doing it himself there. But Alabama, not a team to be messed with. Obviously, you have Chan as their captain, Trizen, arguably one of the rookies of the year last SEL season, and Ray comes in and has been performing well, as Chan almost leads his boys to that one there.
Already seeing both these teams even out. I mean, we saw a close series in the last one we were able to witness, but I'm expecting this one to be very close as well. Of course, both these teams fighting to be 4-1, do not want to go down to 3-2, and already seeing a couple mistakes on the defensive end for Alabama, but doing well, being able to combat that and turn it right back the other way.
And both of these teams also fighting for that second playoff spot. FSU Garnet is 4-0, the defending champions of the SEL. And if you're going based off predictions, then this almost feels like a must-win, and Skyline almost getting that goal.
And I have to mention, I believe it was back in round 2, FSU Garnet and Cumberland played, and they went all the way to Game 5. Cumberland, they give them a run for their money in that matchup, so just showing the talent that this roster is able to bring, trying to take down the defending champs. Not quite able to do so, but still just showing that potential they have to potentially get to that point.
And they are more than capable of making that run, as I believe they are power ranked in our top 10 or top 8. And it's because of the mechanics of these three players. Magic over one, Smurf gonna dunk it in.
I mean, just makes it look so easy. A high pop on the goal line over Chan. Gray can't find the touchdown because Super Smurf all over it. Makes it 2-0 for Cumberland and Alabama. They need to start finding their way out, because right now, Maroon is having a field day.
And we've talked about this team on so many different videos here in the SEL and so many different pre-shows. They have potential to do pretty incredible things, but they always find themselves one game, one goal, one shot, one save short. And putting something together against a team like Cumberland would be massive for them. But as we enter the last 2 minutes, you got to see it soon.
This one going to be air dribbled all the way downfield. Magic going to pick up a save here. Follow up from Gray. Going to be snuffed out by Skyline. The turn right back into that corner. Super Smurf is going to be able to work this one away. But yeah, Cumberland is tied for 5th in the power rankings with King. Alabama back at 12. So Cumberland, they are the favorites to win this one despite an even a record on the season. And we're going to see if they're going to be able to hold on. They're finding a great look here to open up game one.
And if the luck provides, I hope that those power rankings will see a similar case from last game where it goes to 5 and then we see an upset in the power rankings. But so far, Cumberland showing everybody why they are a top 5 team, or technically tied for 5th, but they're going to try and break that so far. And now we've gone another minute of gameplay and nothing's changed for Alabama.
Yeah, less than 75 seconds on the clock. Skyline puts this one just a little bit too far right. Gray turns it around. Magic a 50. This one over to Chan. Looking for the pass back. Super Smurf able to cut this one off. Heading into the final minute of regulation here. Alabama starting to run out of time. Need to find an opportunity here. Gray slots it bottom left. And Alabama cuts the lead in half.
Alabama slowly getting warmed up, but the Crimson Tide finds their way back into this one. The birthday boy not able to save that, and this game, it's looking pretty close.
Yeah, Cumberland, they've been doing well, holding their own, being able to keep that lead from early, but Alabama now closing in, and you gotta feel that pressure if you're Cumberland. No, this team is hunting to tie it up. Skyline into the sidewall. This one dropping. Magic clears it away, looking for the transition in a 1v1, but has 0 boost. Chan will take the clear. Super Smurf bounce shot. Gray gonna be able to save it back to the other side. Final 30 seconds, looking to get tense.
Cumberland still stalling out. A big dunk from Magic might leave an open net. Is anybody home? No. 3-1 Cumberland.
And it's Magic in another one of these plays. A great 50 here through the corner, recovers, sends it straight over to Skyline, playing a little bit of keep away from the final defenders. Cumberland extended back to that 2-goal deficit, and now looking to hold on to this one a little bit tighter for the final 20 seconds.
Well, I know personally I'd love to see it get even tighter than that for both squads. Chan's gonna make that happen. 2-3.
This kickoff falling straight to Chan, and he's just able to put this one on target. You see how Skyline starting to push upfield, and he was not ready for that shot to just be lasered on target from the midfield. Couldn't get back in time, and now with 24 seconds immediately, we're back to a 1-goal game, and things have looked to open up more and more for Alabama.
So far, they keep looking stronger. The demos are slowly starting to come out for this Alabama roster. We'll see Gray get a 50 over 1. 2 players from Cumberland commit, but we will not see a dunk. We'll see Supa with a flip reset. The dagger driving in the heart in game 1.
And once again, you talked about those mechanics early on. TJ Singham being displayed here. Super Smurf makes it look easy, finds the reset over the final defender. Magic going to pick up another one here. I mean, he's had 100% goal participation, leading this team thus far, but Skyline and Super Smurf in support. This one's gonna fall, and Cumberland take game 1.
The moment that you give this Cumberland team boost the ball and some room to work with, they're gonna punish you. And Magic, he's the team leader, he's the captain, and he is arguably trying to make a case here for being the best player in the lobby. And with a 700-point game to start, I don't know if I can disagree with that.
I mean, happy birthday. I don't know what else to say. Magic giving himself a gift in this one. Again, 2 goals, 2 assists, 3 saves. He cannot ask for much more than that. And Alabama really struggling to stop him there in game number 1. Of course, still the best of 5 to keep on going. Cumberland, of course, they're going to be looking to take a quick game 2, try and get that early match point set up for that sweep. But Alabama saw some hints of potential here and there, tries, and of course, getting those 2 assists, being able to open things up. Gray having a goal, picking up a lot of saves. Just need to kind of put more of those pieces together to keep on moving forward. And they definitely have the potential to take down Cumberland, but they're going to need a lot to go right.
Yeah, I mean, the big difference is that Cumberland played a complete game of Rocket League, and Alabama just missing a few small pieces. So maybe they'll find it as we go to Forbidden Temple for game 2.
I mean, I'm hoping to see it. Want to see another long series going toe-to-toe, but we are back in it. Game number 2, Alabama again looking to equalize the series, in Cumberland trying to set up the sweep. A huge save on the goal line from Skyline to open things up.
Yeah, and Alabama taking a sweep here would be detrimental to their game record, along with their season record, as That's a little dangerous there from the Cumberland defense.
Yeah, we saw a very open look there for Trizum and not able to put away that open net. Skyline now a miss here. Chan wins it into the back wall. Free double, no, just misses. Potentially could have left that one just for Trizum to have the open net, but no one able to take advantage. A bit of a messy start here in game number 2, but both teams looking to clean it up. Magic reset, plays the 50. Chan back downfield, can't put this one on target. Into the corner it goes. Super Smart clears it away.
But Trizon still keeping this Alabama offense on, but Gray slams that one off corner, and somehow nobody from Cumberland on this ball yet. Finally, Supa will get one, but Skyline a little awkward, trying to avoid the bump. Gonna touch it middle, and Trizon opting to try and pass this here. It's kind of a shock there, but somehow Bama's still gonna find their way on the possession, or getting possession, I mean, and that's almost a shot in.
Yeah, tries and didn't think he needed to flip into that one and ended up making it a little bit more dangerous. Now Magic wanted to double, didn't quite have enough boost, doesn't matter. Skyline on the ground to make sure Cumberland take that first goal.
Just when you think you have a sliver of hope, Skyline and his boys will take it away, slotting that one in the middle, and quick 1-0 for them.
I mean, really threading the needle there on the goal line. There was all 3 defenders from Alabama getting set to make that stop, but Skyline able to find this one through, now gives it back to Magic. This duo working here in game number 2 as they give Cumberland that 2-goal lead.
Cumberland's starting to snowball a little bit. They are one of the most dangerous teams when they start to get that momentum going, and Alabama already on the back foot of game 1. They need to find something fast.
We're just seeing Skyline keep going right through the kickoff. Cumberland, you can see that confidence are really elevating here as they took game 1, now a 2-0 lead. As this one 15 on target, Skyline is going to be able to turn back around and make the stop. Gray, big challenge here. This one might drop on target. No, into the crossbar. Magic high touch, turning this one away, gets the reset.
Ooh.
Over 1, doesn't have enough to keep going. Skyline tries the dunk, but Gray able to hold on for the Crimson Tide.
You love to see that birthday confidence through the axles of Magic's car, and so far he's going to get another opportunity. Going to offer the backboard, double touch, trying to do what Chan couldn't, but won't find the back of the net.
Love to see just going for those opportunities. More than happy to try and take a double, try and make a reset happen. And of course, when you're up 2-0, you can make those attempts. Another reset here. Super Smurf, no contact, made Skyline in the corner. You can see Cumberland still being the aggressor here in this matchup. Now Gray, no contact. It was an open net after Trizon's demo. That's going to be a huge chance gone by the wayside.
Oh, it hurts. It hurts if you're a Bama fan to watch that one go away, especially already being down 2. But still, these demos still coming out. Alabama's still looking good, and it's going to start from Gray, trying to find a teammate. We'll just find Skyline, who actually might turn this into a quick counterattack. Backboard, but Chan there first.
Approaching the final 2 minutes here. Magic faked out by Trizon. A good mind game. Doesn't have a lot of boost to work with. It's going to be cleared out. Chan, slight mistouch at the midfield. Skyline leaves it. Magic 25 boost to work with, looking for the reset. Fakes it down low. Chan not having any of it, sends it away.
And this Cumberland side, they're not worried. They had 2 defenders just sitting back. They got these 2 goals. They know the situation. They know how much they need this win. And that right there is a close opportunity. But so far, Cumberland's still not looking pressured.
Again, they're feeling very confident in this one. Alabama really been struggling to put a ton of shots on target, but Magic having the opposite problem as he puts another one on target there. It's going to be saved away by Trizon. Now moving through the midfield. Skyline turning this one back around, just trying to keep pressure on that Alabama side, because right now, that's all they need to do. They have that 2-goal lead, as you mentioned. All they have to do is hold it.
So far, Alabama's still trying to fight for this last minute. Magic gonna get beat here. That's a shot towards net, but it's too easy for Supa. Goes off the ceiling, easily readable, but so far, Alabama's still putting pressure. But this Cumberland defense, Supa back on it again.
Magic wants to take a turn, sends it one touch in the ceiling, tries and good catch. Might have the double jump pop. No, Super Smurf somehow hangs onto that one, makes the stop. Chan is able to take away the possession. Gray, one touch out. Chan on the follow, looking to set up the double, but Magic well in place on the backboard, clears this one away. Now might have an open look here, just misses wide. Gray sends it to the sidewall, but Magic gonna get another opportunity.
It may give Alabama a chance as all three members of Cumberland are up, but they don't get the clear, and that right there could have been the start of something special, but they still have a chance. Time slowly ticking down though, each second feeling heavier, and not for Gray, but he can't find the back of the net still.
Magic just gonna be looking to carry this one away. Super Smurf on the 50. Gray lobs this one downfield, but Cumberland have done enough here in game number 2. They are going to take the 2-0 lead in the series. They are setting up for a sweep over Alabama.
And we thought this was going to be really close, and this Alabama roster goes back and forth every time we spectate them. And look, granted, they're still keeping it close. They're still rocking with 7 shots. But you can't give Cumberland literally any extra shot, and they get 3 extra there, and the Alabama defense can't keep up, and the Cumberland side is they're just simply playing better on both sides, and this is what this team is known for. They're known for suffocating on both ends of the field, and it's very rare to find a team that can do that, and Bama struggling with it.
Yeah, their offense in the beginning of these games looks so efficient. They look so clean. And then you can see once they get that lead, they're more than happy to relax a little bit, take that breath, kind of fall back to the midfield, start looking for more mechanical plays, because they know if Alabama get back within 1, oh, no problem. We'll just lock back in, put another one on the board. And right now, Alabama is not doing much to prove that they can take away those leads, because Cumberland now up 2-0 in the series, just looking to end this one in 3, go up 4-1.
And 2-0 in the series, but both games have been within 2. So it's still very winnable, but Bama has to pick up the pace, and they have to take it to Cumberland. We'll see what they can do in game 3, though.
Yeah, I'm looking to see them get pretty aggressive in this game. I want to see them get started early, not give Cumberland any breathing room to get things started, but already Super Smurf trying to break through. Magic, high touch over Chan, looking for a 50 across, tries and gets a piece of it. Super Smurf up into the ceiling, Chan back down to the corner, but already Cumberland setting the pace here in game number 3.
Alabama, though, they're getting a good opportunity. It's wide open, but Chan's not going to beat him. Skyline, last man back, and another Alabama miss, and they get the opportunities, but they can't convert.
A very awkward start here in game number 3, TJ, as both teams having a couple misses on each side of the field. Super Smurf will find a double off of Chan. Magic clears this one forward, finally breaking back into the Alabama side. Now stealing boost, finding a center. Skyline fires Chan there for the save, holding this one tight. Back out to Super Smurf. He wants the double, not going to have enough boost to recover. Skyline forced to try and retake control at the midfield, pinches this one over. Gray misses the corner boost, gets it back, looking to take it the other way.
And Cumberland was poised right there to take a 1-0 lead, but that double commit stopped him. And now Alabama putting the pressure back on, tries it in an awkward spot, gonna try and find Gray below him, and maybe he will. Gray, left side, dunks 2. Chan can't put it in either, though.
A great effort there from Skyline, being able to keep that one out, dove across to make sure that shot was saved. Now back up to it. Not a lot of boost to work with. Finds Magic in the midfield. A huge shot coming through. Bar down and out.
It was disgusting from Magic there. Just all the power that he could have mustered from turning 21, I guess. And now we'll see Skyline try and find the middle of the field, and is very close. We'll have to pass this back to Magic instead.
Tries it into the corner again. Seeing a much closer game between these two now. Cumberland, they've been able to take those quick leads, but now 2 minutes gone. No one able to put anything away. Tries and won that opportunity. Chan looking to turn on this one. No contact made. Super Smurf through the midfield. Skyline pre-flip, tried to get a pop. Tries and shuts it down. Now Magic sends it over to Super Smurf on the far side. Not going to have the read. Falls to the wayside.
Alabama officially find their closest game with Cumberland, but maybe it's gonna change. I'm sorry, Crimson Tide. 1-0 Cumberland.
Just had to say something, TJ. I mean, the caster's curse always prevails. Super Smurf fires, tries in such an awkward spot there with low boost. Could not make the save happen. Cumberland take the lead. Crimson Tide, after keeping it So close for half this game. Dropped the first one, and Cumberland going to be looking to use that to keep on moving forward.
Yeah, I'll have my formal apology to the Alabama fan base very soon, but they might not need it though. Close opportunity for Shan, tries in last man back, needing to find a big touch, but finds Magic instead. We'll see him try and find Skyline, but even Cumberland, even getting that first goal, this is definitely their most awkward game.
Now Chan up high, not a lot of boost to work with. One of the pinch is going to be cleared out by Magic. Gray one-touch Skyline there, rips this one. It's going to drop straight down, tries, and a great read off the back while Magic more than happy to take a little bit of time. Leaves it for Super Smurf. All three players there in the midfield trying to force a mistake out of Alabama. 50 comes through. Magic, plenty of boost, dodges the demo, recovers, wave dash. Gray still connecting with the 50. Will clear this one out. Demo comes through, tries and shot blocked by Super Smurf. Skyline redirect towards the crossbar. Chan makes the save.
And Alabama finding demos, but then again, it's that very next touch. It's not strong enough, it's not placed correctly, and they have the opportunity. They're shooting well. They're almost matching Cumberland in total shots, but just nothing useful yet.
Yeah, right now, just not having a lot of fire underneath their offense is the way I would put it. Just looks a little bit lacking in that power. Now having a shot. Magic again just able to make that swift stop. Might need to see a little bit more physicality coming through from Alabama, even though they're running out of time to incorporate that. Heading to the final minute here in game number 3. Cumberland, they hold this lead. They take the series in 3.
And they still hold the lead, but now it's a 3v1, and somehow, some way, 3 Alabama players attack the net, and just like that, Cumberland's back on. I believe that was Super Smurf. I mean, he's been the defensive mastermind of this side.
I have my hands on my head, TJ. I cannot believe that they did not concede there. There was 2 players going for a bump, but no one could find the octane of Super Smurf. Evades both bumps, makes the save, keeps the lead for Cumberland. Now drops a pass to Skyline into the back. Well, Magic soaring and scoring. Cumberland make it 2-0. That might just be the nail in the coffin.
It might just be. It hurts to see 2 Alabama defenders. Neither one can make the touch, but it's such a good shot from Magic, and I hope it's not the dagger. I hope we don't get a sweep here, but something's got to change quick.
And we need to see a quick adaptation. Super Smurf off the kickoff, just trying to waste as much time. Alabama stuck in their own corner. Magic off the 50. This one flying all the way across Skyline. Just one soft touch on target. Super Smurf there, bumping, finding his way through, but time will tick down, and Cumberland going to take it in a 3-0 sweep over Alabama.
And it hurts for Alabama because they're 3-1. 3-1 this season, and with a fairly decent game record. I mean, in the middle of the pack, and Cumberland, the one team standing between them and moving into a playoff spot. But Cumberland, they know the stakes. They were 11-4 coming into this, only 1 loss ahead and 2 wins ahead of Bama, and they just took care of business.
I mean, they absolutely did. I mean, once again, happy birthday to Magic. Gets himself a sweep. What a victory for this team. But I mean, that's just absolutely incredible to see for Cumberland Maroon. That's going to be a nice win to put on the resume. Keep moving forward. I mean, we talked about how they went to toe-to-toe with FSU Garnet, went all the way to game 5, showing their potential here in Group 2, looking to keep moving things forward.
Yeah, I mean, in Cumberland, you can't ask for more out of them. I mean, they've only lost to FSU, but it went to 5. I think we had 2 overtimes that was on stream, and that was also a very early stage of this Cumberland roster. But each week they seem to grow stronger. And hey, maybe it's something to do with getting old and being wise, as Magic led the way for his guys there after turning 21. But I mean, it's just great performance from them. And Alabama still has a chance to end up in the 3rd seed in that group, but still a very long road between now and then.
Yeah, Alabama's still plenty of chances to move back into it. But of course, props to Cumberland, just absolutely dominating in that matchup. A great win for this trio. Again, props to them for that victory. You're going to be looking to see them more moving forward.
And I'm sure we will. And as they move forward, so do we. But the action doesn't end just yet. I got permission from Fred to do this, so nobody come for my job here. But there is still a very important Group 3 matchup tonight. There is Georgia State versus Alabama Huntsville Blue, and that could very much determine the 2 seed in that group. Only time will tell. That match will be at 10 p.m. Eastern over at Twitch slash DJTJRL. Of course, I'm self plugging. Don't hate me. So just hate the game, not the player or whatever. But without further ado, Dronis, thank you so much for stepping in today. I hope that we'll have Foof back next week. But if we don't, I hope we get to see your face a lot more, man. But it's been such a good time, and unfortunately, it's all the action that we have to give. But you'll catch the rest of it on my Twitch later tonight. Y'all have a great night. This has been week 3 of the SEL. We'll see y'all next week.